Yeah.
Hi, guys. All right. Hold on. Actually,
what a fucking show.
Yes, the show was fucking dope, y'all. First let's wait until you guys come in real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start. All right, we got 3 people. Okay. Y'all starting off hot tonight. Okay, what's up, Matt? What's going on?
Hey, Juan.
Juan, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? All right. All right, y'all. Remember to share the podcast around. We're going to start in a few minutes. Matter of fact, should we get our drinks?
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's time. Yeah. Hold on. Let me just drink.
One more for the road.
Yeah. Let me just.
One more for the road here. Just a little bit of California casual.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My bad.
Okay.
A little overboard there.
No, when it comes to alcohol and whiskey, I'm good. All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Brandon, what's going on? Kevin, CK Knowles, what's up, y'all? What's up? And to our listeners calling from YouTube, and let's see,
Who else we got?
Mr. T.Y. Williams, what's up, y'all, from YouTube?
It's got to be Ty. Ty, right?
Ty, I believe.
Ty,
yes.
Right? Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kind of oozing with excitement.
That was really good, man. I haven't been that entertained at a pay-per-view in a while, man. And that includes AEW shows.
Yes, and we ate good, y'all. We drank good. Like it was dope. Like the whole entire evening. Mr. Jeremy over here.
Cheers, guys.
Decided to kick it with me watching AEW tonight. So
no regrets, man. It was a fun night.
Yes, it was. It was definitely fun tonight, y'all. So
Chris made some bomb ass dirty rice, man.
Try to tell you, nigga know how to cook.
Yeah.
Straight up.
He ain't lying.
Yes. Everyone. Okay, let me share this around real quick so we can go ahead and get started in a little bit. So hopefully everyone enjoyed the pay-per-view tonight.
I don't see how you couldn't.
Yeah, because the pay-per-view was dope tonight, y'all. It was dope. Now, there were certain spots that me and Jeremy actually were kind of questioning about. But other than that, the pay-per-view was actually pretty good. It was really cool.
Thoroughly impressed, man.
Yeah, we were really thoroughly entertained tonight, y'all. So but yeah, we're gonna get some of you guys on here.
I got thoughts, man.
Yeah, we got some things to really talk to you guys about because some things are about to go down in going into 2022. Yeah, some things. Yeah, we gonna have to like kind of mention on here.
We're see the American Dragon versus the Hangman now, man. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
Unexpected, man.
Yes.
That's what I love about this work too, is just that like they can, I mean, you can only see like, you know, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins so many times, you know what I'm saying?
Right, until people get tired of it.
Yeah, here, like, there's so many different combinations, man, that, like, just kind of, like, it's kind of mind-blowing to think about, because, like, we came into this whole night, like, me and Chris talked about this, like, we thought it was going to be fucking, if Hangman went over tonight, we thought it was going to be Rusev who won the number one contenders, right? That's where we were at.
And it totally shocked me on that one, because,
yeah.
like, I totally was wrong.
Yeah, because like, we were thinking like, oh yeah, Hangman's definitely going over tonight, but if that's so, then they're probably going to save Bryan Danielson's title shot for Kenny Omega, right? But it turned out being completely different.
Yeah, so I definitely was being a mark, and
I like being surprised, man.
Seemed like it didn't work out very well in my favor.
Yeah, no complaints, man. I like being surprised.
It totally did not work out in my favor, y'all. So, Jaws, what's up? Calling from Twitch. What's going on with you?
Yeah.
All right. I am almost done, y'all. And Let's see. This is the part that I really, really, really hate. Just like forward all of this around and shit. Okay. I think I'm done now. Okay, I got the major groups. All right, y'all, let's have a good show. Remember, like I said, remember to share the podcast around. And if you guys want to come on, I will put out the link in a little bit. But until that time, enjoy the show, and we'll be right back.
Nice.
If I can get my shit together, that would be really nice. All right, let's go.
Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Let's go.
What's going on, humans? This is hashtag Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast. This is our special episode where me and my boy Jeremy, a hashtag Heels for Life affiliate, will be discussing with me of tonight's pay-per-view, Full Gear. They were, yes, live from Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight at the Target Center. Matter of fact, we're going to give you a little bit of history before we get into this. So this is 16 years since Eddie Guerrero passed away and left this earth. Mr. Eddie, we love you. We thank you for your contributes, your legacy that you left in the square circle. His influence was definitely forecast tonight, and I loved every fucking minute of it.
Some of the best wrestling matches to ever be wrestled, in my opinion.
Definitely. A lot of Viva Valasa, a lot of frog splashes, a lot of them, a lot of shout outs.
Three Amigos.
Three Amigos, yes. You know, it was like tonight, it was basically a celebration of Eddie's life, his legacy in the wrestling business. But yeah, tonight let's kind of talk about a little bit about AEW. Matter of fact, let me pull up the first match. Now, we did not see the buy-in. We didn't see that, but we are going to talk a little bit about. We really don't need to talk about the buy-in. If anything that was relevant, we can bring up. Okay, so let's talk about the Darby Allin versus MJF.
Some classic spots in that match, man. That was good. I like when they were rolling around the ring in the small package formation, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was entertaining shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they proved why they are two of the four pillars of AEW, I would say, man. Both of them did.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you can even see like a little shade of respect after MJF pinned Darby. You know, he said something to him. I can't remember what it was, but or I didn't hear what it was, I should say. But like, I think it was it probably was in good spirits, I would imagine, based on like the facial expressions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like it's you don't see MJF break character too often, but I think like he did for that one moment to kind of like give Darby his props. At least that's the way it seemed to me. Maybe he was just talking shit, but I don't know. I'd like to think that maybe he gave him a little bit of respect at the end of that match.
I agree. I believe that, by them being like one of the four pillars, like you stated before, I mean, we're talking about men that started AEW. Mm-hmm. Like we're talking about talent that none of us knew 3 years ago. I mean, they was in the indie scene, and it's like they've been like tearing the house down. I mean, it's very hard to come from the indie scene and then to be on a big stage like AEW. I mean, we didn't even know that AEW was going to get this big, especially about 3 years later. And now 3 years later, they are tearing the fucking house down.
Dare I say one of the best heel and one of the best faces in the business in that match?
Yes, definitely. I mean, you got Darby Allin, that's like one of the biggest faces of AEW, and then you got MJF, one of the biggest heels in AEW. I mean, it's a contrast of, both, good versus evil, but, saying like it really didn't really matter who won or who lost in this match. It's like we got a good fucking show, full of counters, full of brutality at times in the ring. Darby Allin sometimes was being reckless, like MJF have stated before. But
of course, we got the classic MJF Dirty Finish.
Yes, which was not a surprise. Now, I'm going to ask you this. Do you think that this is going to hurt Darby Allin? I mean, I know I said that it really didn't matter who won or who lost, but do you think that this really hurt Darby Allin in the long run?
No, not at all. I think Darby Allin's going to be just fine after this. He's going to bounce back. Everybody's still going to love him just as much. On the other hand, if MJF would have lost this match, I think MJF would have lost a lot of credibility at that point. He wouldn't be able to talk so much about how he's the best pillar of AEW and things like that. So I feel like MJF had a lot more to lose in this match. It made more sense for him to go over. Mm-hmm. I don't think Darby loses any steam at all after this.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next match. Next match was
Lucha
Bros versus FTR for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Went
on a little too long.
Yeah. Going into this match, everyone, I'm not going to bullshit you. I really was thinking that they was going to exceed expectations. They kind of felt a little bit short.
It wasn't the best Lucha Bros match I've ever seen.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't for me. I think their match against the Young Bucks in that steel cage really kind of did it for me. FTR, not taking anything away from FTR. They are one of the best tag teams in the business. There is no disputing that.
When it comes to sheer wrestling.
Exactly. I just really feel that tonight, and this is actually one of the matches that really kind of took a little bit longer than expected, but it was still a good match. Like a lot of high spots, a lot of great wrestling, especially from these two. I mean,
Ray Phoenix was incredible.
Oh, of course. Of course. Like
it's just I've seen Lucha Bros matches where it's just completely over the top. I feel like this was a little bit more reserved tonight. You know what I mean? I feel like they didn't pull every rabbit out of the hat for this one.
Yeah, because I really feel that the rabbit that came out the hat was actually at All Out.
Yeah.
I think they really did what they needed to do. I mean, they already proved that, in a big match situation, I think they already proved that. They didn't really need to prove it at Full Gear. I think it was just more so they just had to get through the actual match, get through the night, and then just move on, basically. FTR, they're still the tag team. They're still the AAA tag team champions. I mean, it really doesn't really hurt them per se. I mean, they still got a strap.
I wanted this match to be winner take all. I talked to Chris about this during the match.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that me and Jeremy kind of was in conflict about. If they did winner take all, basically FTR would be lost in a loop. Because if you really look at it, there's a lot of tag teams that's in AEW that is literally scratching and clawing right now for that number one spot for the tag team titles. So I really believe that it really shouldn't have been like, winner to take all.
Oh, I think Mr. Palmer just gave me props on my hat, man. Thank you. I got the Chicago one too, man. The one with the Chicago flag on the inside. Bought it at All Out.
He didn't want to show off tonight. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out why he didn't bring that damn hat.
Yeah, I like to switch it up. Besides, that hat's getting pretty old. It's a little dirty right now. I got to put it through the washer.
It's a little bit dirty.
Yeah, a little bit dirty. But I like this hat too, man. I appreciate the props. Like, looks like you bought the same one. Good choice, man. Great minds think alike. I like it.
All right, let's go on to the next match. Next match was let's see.
That was Bryan Danielson.
Bryan Danson versus Miro. So, this match.
This was unexpected. I thought maybe.
Very much so.
I thought maybe, like, part of me wanted to believe Miro would go over. You know what I mean? Just because I feel like they're kind of missing the ball when it comes to, like kind of resurrecting his stardom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like every time they give him a little momentum, they give him he has a loss that sets him back like way farther than they brought him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm a little upset that with Miro's booking, but I mean, it's Bryan Danielson. You know what I'm saying? So
I just think that I don't know. It really kind of puts me in a tough spot when it comes to Miro because, like, Miro really needs to go to the main event.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Daniel.
They need to pull the trigger on Miro.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, Derek, we were just talking about that while we were watching the match. The match, the ending was very questionable.
Yeah, that DDT, you could tell that the match wasn't supposed to end right there. I think the result would have been the same. I'm pretty sure Bryan was still supposed to go over.
Yeah.
But yeah, something about the finish of that match didn't look right, and we called that out when we seen it too.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
We both looked at that, and like that DDT wasn't right. Then when he tried to put him in that in the finisher,
yeah, they didn't even give him a chance to pass.
He didn't even tap out. Like he was he was lying there.
They tried to make it seem like he passed out, but like they didn't even give him enough time to do that, man. It was just like they rang the bell as soon as he strapped the hold on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So so let me ask you this. Do you think this is going to hurt Miro?
Yeah. Honestly, I do. I feel like a lot of what they do hurts Miro. And
why you say that?
Well, just because, like, you think they give him the title. He had a good title run. It was all right. But then, like, I just feel like he should have been more dominant. You know what I mean? I feel like he should have held on to the title longer. But I feel like whenever they give Miro some steam, they pull the carpet right out from under him every time.
So do you think that the whole, preaching to God and all that, do you think that was like kind of pointless, you think?
Well, I mean, like if you look at the results of the match, I would say, yeah. I feel like from a character standpoint, it's not. I love the God's favorite champion gimmick and stuff like that. I think that's a good angle for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think when Miro loses, he loses when it really counts. You know what I'm saying?
And this was one of them.
And this is one of the things where it really counts. You're up against the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and I feel like a win for Miro in this situation would have done more than Bryan Danielson. Everybody's going to love Bryan Danielson regardless.
Right.
So I think a win for Miro would have done a hell of a lot more for him than it would have for Daniel Bryan at this time, or Bryan Danielson. If you're calling him Daniel Bryan, I got to get out of that. But,
yeah, because I was doing that shit tonight too. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like losing this match did hurt Miro. I think every time Miro loses, that he does it in such a way where it kind of hurts him a little bit.
I agree with that. Derek said that his wife would be mad at him. Now, she's probably mad at him right now because like he was a disappointment tonight. But I mean, maybe it just wasn't in God's plan.
I guess not.
Jamie said that Miro should have won. He should have won though, especially with Heyman winning.
That's what we said.
We said that as well because I thought that by Miro winning, like Heyman was going to win, but for some reason, the face won. Two faces won tonight.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's cool. Like I said, I like surprises, man. I like when they throw me for a loop. That's one of the things that I hate about watching like a WWE broadcast. Is I can almost call everything that's going to fucking happen.
Right.
WWE, it's not so much like that.
Right. And like, I just feel that Miro should have got the rub.
Yep.
But I just feel that I'm not going to say that he was. I'm not going to say he was disrespected.
No.
But I'm just going to say that
it's Bryan Danielson.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like, there are plenty of talent that's going around, in AEW, and it just seems like Daniel Bryan just came out of nowhere and just taking folks' spots and shit, and it's just like I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's like when CM Punk came in and he's just like, oh yeah, I'm here to help young talent and stuff. And he's just coming in there beating everybody,
right? I mean? And that's why I say, like, I don't want them to get that impression. I don't want people to get that impression that CM Punk, Daniel Bryan are just there just to take everybody's spots, because that's far from the truth. But then when we look at it with the wins
hard,
and losses,
it's hard to not look at it.
It's hard.
That.
Yeah, right. It's hard to like kind of dispute that, because it's just like, okay, why are you constantly keep winning and the people that should be pushed keeps losing? Mm-hmm. That's the part that is kind of like in conflict. Saying
Miro looks weak when he loses. I mean that's not necessarily true in all situations and stuff like that, but I feel like this is definitely one that Miro could have stood to win.
Facts. Let's go on to the next match. Next match was Jurassic Express versus Christian Cage and the Super Clique. Now, everyone, let me tell you something. This match was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a
from beginning to end, it was fun. If you guys did not see it, you need to watch it. This was fun. Matter of fact, me and Jerry was talking about the match throughout the what I'm saying. Well, I was cooking, and Jerry was actually watching majority of the match, and then I got done, and then I was watching
that BTE trigger with the thumbtacks.
Oh, that was sick.
That made me sick, dude. But it's in the best way possible.
Yeah. How Luchasaurus did that outside moonsault. That was.
Oh, that was a shooting star press.
Oh,
bro.
shooting star press.
press.
That was the same move that Brock Lesnar did at WrestleMania 19 and got a concussion for it. But this time, but we got Luchasaurus that did it and was successful.
Too. He's taller too.
And taller. I think he's about what? 6'9"?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He's damn near 7 feet.
Yeah. But the whole match was chaotic. I mean, it was just like
there was so much shit going on in that match that you can't help but be entertained. Usually, and I was telling Chris about this earlier, is usually in the bigger matches where it's 3 versus 3 or 5 versus 5 or whatever, they usually fail to hold my interest. But tonight, these multi-guy matches, they were really good, man. They had my attention the whole time. Mm-hmm. They were really good at just making something going on everywhere, and I thought I really appreciated that. I thought that was good.
Mm-hmm. And how Jungle Boy was able to get his final lick in, his redemption. I mean, this man been getting his ass whooped since September. Everyone, I mean, that's a lot of ass whooping for one man to handle. But
Jack, man.
But I mean, he stayed the course. He said that either way, I'm going to get you, and he was the one that was able to deliver the concerto, to one of the Young Bucks. So that was actually pretty dope. I believe they're still trying to protect Adam Cole as well. So, to me, it looks like that Jungle Boy hated himself for the chair shot.
Well, he had to be conflicted a little.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to understand that he's a face, and faces are not supposed to hurt people.
He's like, no, I don't do that. I'm a face.
Yeah, I'm a face. I'm a superhero. That's why I can never be a face. Because I enjoy hurting people. So it's a heel. Yeah.
Heel life, man.
Yes, heel life. I mean, heel nation. You know what I'm saying? But yes, Jungle Boy got the win. So everything is good with the world. Now, is this rivalry going to continue? More than likely.
Probably.
Yeah, more than likely. I don't think that this is over, but yes, expect more brutality in the near future.
I kind of like how in AEW it never seems like rivalries are truly over. You know what I'm saying? They'll have a match that provides some closure and stuff like that, but these guys are always going to be kind of at each other's throats. Kind of like the ending of the CM Punk match, which we're probably going to be talking about next.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I believe we were going to be talking about this in a minute. Let me pull that up. Let's see what was the next match.
I think it was. Oh no.
No.
Cody
Yeah.
Rhodes. Okay.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes, Pac versus Malachi Black and Andrade. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. This match was it was a technical showcase.
Yeah.
And everybody got their shit in.
Yeah.
It was good, but I think toward the end of the match, there was a feeling between me and Chris that this is going a little too long.
Yeah, I think it went on like 10 minutes too long, if you really want my opinion on that.
Mm-hmm. Derek agrees. Thank you, Derek.
Yeah, because the matter of fact, Derek was like talking about this when we was watching, and I was agreeing with Derek that I believe that this match was going on a little bit too long. I think this was 10 minutes too long, especially in a match that really no one really gave a fuck about.
The outside interference at the end, I didn't give a fuck about either. Coming out and like hitting him with a couple rabbit punches. I thought that was stupid.
Yeah, I think that was really just like a move that was really totally unwanted. But I was really feeling Minnesota's energy tonight about Cody Rhodes. Throughout the match, they were really booing they were booing the shit out of that man. I do not know. I mean, and it's just not in Minnesota. I mean, we're talking about all over the United States that, in these arenas, people, like the fans, are really getting tired of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I don't really get why. I understand that, like, I don't even know like how to really describe this. Like, I just don't really get the nuclear heat on Cody Rhodes. I mean, I get that he's like a face and like people are kind of sick of him doing that thing, mm-hmm. but like I don't really understand what he did to garner so much boos. You know what I think
the thing about it is that he's a white man that's trying to be black. I think that's the issue.
Is that what's up? Like
I think he's trying to make. I think just kind of feel me on this.
Okay.
All of those motivational promos he's been doing, it's like he's trying to.
Is he pandering?
Exactly.
Pandering.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think a lot of fans is really starting to catch on to what Cody is doing.
You think he's just like, oh yeah, like I'm married
like
to a black woman,
like Joe Biden,
cool. Yeah,
like Joe Biden, basically, like
oh yeah, he's a black vice president,
right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to give you everything on the table, and yet you're not exactly doing that. So, I think that's why fans are really not really caring about Cody Rhodes. If you guys really follow me.
So you like, I mean, like, I want to kind of expand on this. You really think he's trying to like pander to black folks?
No, I think he's trying to pander to the wrestling audience, but more so trying to pander to black folks because he's got a black wife.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think he's trying to do a little bit. I think he's doing too much. If you get what I mean. I think what the problem is that Cody Rhodes don't know how to stay in his fucking lane. I think that's the issue. I think that's the issue with that. And I was talking with with Janelle, from the Jobbers Tier podcast, and we were talking about Cody Rhodes, and they was talking about Cody Rhodes on their episode. And one thing that they don't like about Cody Rhodes is that Cody Rhodes is trying to do too much. I think that's the issue with that.
See, like, I kind of got an ingrained respect for Cody Rhodes.
I do too,
because he took himself out of the title picture so soon. Because he's like, hey, I'm gonna start this company, but guess what? I'm not gonna run it like Triple H. I'm not gonna put the strap on me and like hold it forever. I'm actually.
But yeah, you doing Triple H's things.
Yeah,
like burying talent that really actually needs a push.
But look at how many people he put over though.
I get that. I get that. But the thing about it is that you can't say that you dislike what they did in the other at the other company.
When I do the same shit.
And you destroy Triple H's crown and then say that I'm going to take the mantle of burying talent. I think that's. I mean, like,
you think that's what he was doing?
I mean,
like, yeah, I'm the barrier now. Bam!
Right, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to take over your fucking throne. You know, that type of shit, you know. So that's why I said it's like, yes, he's acting like he's the third man. Yes, like he wants Triple H's throne so fucking much. But then when he found out that fans was really not liking that, then he decided to go to fucking Hollywood. And, you know, that's
the reality show's pretty good.
Well, I don't really watch it.
It's not bad.
I don't really
for a reality show. It's not bad, bro.
I mean,
there's like a ton of like behind the scenes like AEW shit. Darby Allin's out of character, like talking and stuff.
You know what? I really do. I actually, because at first I thought it was just total Bellas.
Yeah, no, it's actually like behind the scenes at AEW. They'll show like a bunch of people doing autographs. They actually showed Evil Uno unmasked by mistake once.
Oh,
yeah.
Is he ugly as hell?
I mean, like he looks.
Don't answer that question. Let's go on to the next match. You are funny as hell. I want you to know that. Britt Baker versus Ty Conti. I'm sorry, my bad. Okay.
The highlight of the match was Ty Conti's ass. That's it. That's all I got to say.
Was it?
Yeah, it was for me.
Okay. So he was basically having his hard on or whatever for Conti, Continui, or whatever his name is.
That booty though.
The booty-os?
That booty-o.
You really wanted to eat that booty, didn't you? Okay. You go. Since you were so concerned about the booty.
I mean, like, Ty Conti had really cool makeup. I don't know. Like, the match was all right. Like, it's typical AEW women's division type stuff. Like, I feel like they look slow and telegraphed in the ring for the majority of the time. That includes Britt Baker matches.
Now, I really want you...
I'm probably going to get heat for that, but, you know...
No. Let's kind of talk about this because we was talking about this for a good 10 minutes. Yeah. So, when we look at the women's division, because me and Jeremy really was getting technical about how the women go into when they're doing the Irish whips, when they are running into the ropes, it's like they're scared. When they're doing certain moves, they're careful. Mm-hmm. I mean, like, you gotta understand, it's like you're taking a risk each time
ballet.
You're doing a move.
It ain't ballet.
No, it's not ballet. Who said that before?
Nia Jax said it before.
She did.
A lot of people said it. Yeah,
she did.
It's kind of like a saying.
She did.
Yeah,
okay.
She did.
No wonder she was excommunicated.
Yeah. I agree with that though. I feel like, and like we went into detail on this and stuff like that. I feel like the Irish whips and the bouncing off the ropes kill the women's matches for me. Mm-hmm. And like I was talking to Chris about this because like I don't feel like they hit the ropes with the same force as the dudes, and it looks like they don't like the rope bouncing off the ropes doesn't even really do anything for them. Like they're not going faster when they're on the other end of the bounce. I feel like that's what really takes a lot of the wind out of the sails of these women's matches for me. Right. It's just the Irish whips and the bouncing off the ropes just make the moves a lot less. They look a lot less hard.
Less effective.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So James said he has a question. He said, no offense, but I've always wondered, is Dante Martin black or white? I believe he is mixed. If I'm not mistaken.
Eric?
Hey, Eric, what's up, bro? What's going on?
We wish you were here, bro.
I was trying to get Eric to come, but he had other obligations.
Oh, you had a fundraiser to go to, man. It's all good.
Oh, I didn't know that. I was trying to figure out why he was trying to keep that shit on the low. What type of fundraiser was it?
I didn't get into that with him.
Never mind. Okay, all right. Let's see. Reese said that it's always something about Brazilian girls' booties and
dude. Oh my god, dude. Ty Conti is just fuck.
Booty-os. Yes, booty-os. Jamie said that you look a little bit you look a little like James.
Oh, really? Like Nappy Boy?
You really do. You favor with that beard.
It's probably
the beard. But he's bald headed though. So yeah. Okay, he said my godson's youth football team. Oh, so that was okay. All right.
That's obviously important.
How was the card? Did you want to tell?
It was good, man. Like I had it was incredibly entertaining, man, throughout, dude. Like, you should definitely buy the pay-per-view and watch it back, Eric, because it's really good, man.
Yes, because we sat through this for 4 hours, bro. Like, we wasn't bored or anything. I mean, there were certain spots
thoroughly entertained throughout.
Yeah, I mean, we ate good, we drank good. You know, it was just certain spots that could have been bathroom breaks, but other than that, like the match card was massive, but it was good.
The Ty Conti match was a bathroom break, but like not unless you want to see Ty Conti's booty. which I did.
So James said that no, he was talking about Evil Uno without the mask, and he looks like James Nappy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right, cool.
All
right, y'all. Let's go on to the next match. Next match was. Oh, and just let you guys know, Britt Baker won that match, but we really just didn't.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah. So, all right, this one is going to be interesting to talk about. Eddie Kingston versus
CM.
When I tell you, no, Eric, we're gonna get to the surprises. Just wait, just hang around for a second because you're gonna love this
there's
one.
Some surprises, man. There were good ones too.
So Eddie Kingston versus CM Punk.
What a fucking grudge match, man.
That match exceeded expectations.
It sure did.
I mean, we talk about the promos leading up to this match, and remind you, they didn't have a lot of time to promote this match, but Jeremy will confirm with me that this match was brutal at its finest.
And you know who made it brutal? Which is the crazy. I mean, it's not really crazy. It's to be expected, but the crowd made it the best.
Yes.
I feel like this was like one of the matches that the crowd had the most participation on, and because of that, because the crowd was so electric, I feel like it caused the performers to perform better, and I like just the overall vibe of the match just felt high stakes, man. It was good.
There were blood in this match. The brutality was crazy. The chemistry in the ring was, it was. Do you think they had chemistry?
Oh yeah, Antonio says CM Punk's toughest match in AEW, which is absolutely true. And I made that comment to Chris while we were watching it too, is just that like, it's like, it felt good in a weird way to see CM Punk in danger because we haven't seen it yet. We've seen him wrestle Darby, and like there were some like difficult parts in the match, but at no point did I ever feel like Punk was in danger. Like he might.
Yeah. Like this match felt like realism at its finest, y'all. Like, it was more so, it's like they hated each other.
They hated each other.
Yeah, I felt it, and I really felt that CM Punk was turning to the dark side, because if you really look, there were a lot of fuck yous and a lot of motherfuckers that were being said in this match. CM Punk even did a John Cena type of move.
I called it during the shoulder blocks too. I was like, man, it looks like fucking John Cena.
And I'm sitting up here and I'm saying, is he saying white power on national television?
No,
I mean, because he was like this. Like, I'm like, wait, is he saluting to the flag?
He ain't no skinhead.
Well, I know that. But okay, so when he were doing the shoulder block, whatever, I'm like, dude, is he doing John Cena or some shit? And I'm sitting up here, I'm saying, no, he's not. And then when he did this, dude, we fell the fuck out.
Dude, I was rolling, man.
We fell the fuck out because the shit was hilarious.
Priscilla says, what did you think when CM Punk said to the crowd, how do you like that, motherfuckers?
I was here for the fucking energy, dude. I was here for it because this was the CM Punk that we needed.
That was like some Ring of Honor CM Punk.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, the shorts and everything.
Yes, it was like these two came out to brawl. There was no smiles. There was no, it's clobbering time. No, he came out there
ready
to fight. And it gave me life. Now, the follow-up. Do you think that this rivalry should continue?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially after no handshake,
No handshake.
No handshake.
No.
He's just like...
No. Now, do you think that this is going to be a turn for CM Punk to go to the dark side?
No. I think Eddie's going to continue to play like, you don't respect me type shit, and But I don't really know where they can go from here because CM Punk won the first bout. You know what I mean? I feel like if they really wanted to keep it going, maybe Eddie would have won. You know. But
who do you think should beat CM Punk though?
Who should beat CM Punk?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Kenny Omega probably.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah. If anybody on the roster, probably Kenny. Maybe Hangman now that he's over now, you know?
Really?
I mean, he was always over, but like
you know what? I did not expect you to even say that. Those two names. Like I didn't expect you to say that.
Kenny or Hangman now they're like, you know, let's build some stars, right?
Oh. Interesting.
It's time for CM Punk to build some stars off his back. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like Kenny Omega needs it or anything like that.
He doesn't. I mean, he just had a 365-day like reign. I think he was getting close to that.
No, he doesn't need it, but I feel like he's the most likely to beat CM Punk just because like it's like the whole best in the world kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
It's just like who really is, you know?
Yeah. Definitely true.
I'd like to see Chris Jericho and CM Punk tangle again. That'd be cool. Like
Chris Jericho versus who?
CM Punk. I'd like to see them both tangle again.
Ooh, in AEW now. Yeah, now this AEW. Is now we're not talking about WWE.
It's going to be different.
It will be way different. It would be more Smash Mouth, more hit.
Maybe a little bit of color, a little bit of blood, maybe.
I would love red. Yes, and I'm talking about the one on my forehead. Yes, definitely. All right, y'all. Let's go on to the next match. Next match was
Priscilla said -1 should beat CM Punk.
All right, the Inner Circle versus Men of the Year and America Top Talent.
America Top Team, man.
Top team. I'm sorry. I'm thinking that this is American Idol. I'm sorry.
America's Got Talent.
Right. You can go.
Can I just say that like Dan Lambert is fucking awesome? Like, I think
he is.
I think that if that dude dedicated himself to wrestling full time, he could be the next Bobby the Brain Heenan. Like, I mean,
because he got the mic skills.
I think he's that good, man. He's got mic skills that could rival Bobby the Brain Heenan for sure.
Yeah,
he can cut a fucking promo like no one's business, man.
Yeah.
For a non-wrestler, that dude can cut a fucking promo, dude.
Yeah.
Like, Dan Lambert, I think, was the star of that match. And I think he's been the star of the entire storyline up until this point.
Even though he came out there looking like a fucking Smurf, though. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, but still. Who's wild card? Oh, is he talking about me? I'm not wild card right now. Are you talking
Jamie about me? Said Dan Lambert is such a tool. He'd be perfect full-time in wrestling. I can't agree with you more, man. He's the guy you love to hate. He's like Bobby Heenan, man. Like he reminds me of Bobby the Brain Heenan in so many ways. Just like the way, like he's articulate like Bobby the Brain. Mm-hmm. He's got the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand like Bobby the Brain did. Mm-hmm. And he knows how to keep their attention. He knows how to make that crowd want to see him get his ass whooped.
Oh, you know what? What Kevin just said, Kenta needs to come back and face CM Punk.
Oh yeah, Kenta versus CM Punk.
Yeah, Kenta already. Yeah,
to fucking see that.
Yeah,
Kenta's already been calling for it. Too.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude.
Yes. I mean, he's mad because he took to go to sleep from.
Who's got the better fireman's carry knee?
Yeah, like I really believe that is going to happen, but we just don't know when it's going to happen. But Kenta,
that's got to happen.
It is going to happen. Yeah. It's just, like I said, it's just a matter of time. And the one thing that we can honestly say about AEW is full of fucking surprises, dude. It's like we just don't know what to expect from them, and we found that out tonight.
Man, I was, dude, when they announced that tonight.
Not yet.
I don't not yet, but like I'm foreshadowing. Chris.
Not yet. But we're gonna get to that in a minute. Matter of fact, let's talk about this match. The Minnesota Street Fight between Inner Circle, Men of the Year, and Top Flight Talent or whatever.
American Top Team.
I get it. All right, fine. The match was fun.
Yeah.
It was game related. I loved it. Like every spot on there was crazy. Sammy Guevara was just like all over the place, dude. Like just all over the fucking place, dude. That is your Jeff Hardy of AEW.
I've always had respect for Sammy Guevara, but like after tonight, I feel like I have more respect for Sammy Guevara just because like the spots that he pulled off tonight were crazy. Like I'm not even talking about the senton off the ladder. That was fucking awesome. But like I think that was one of the less impressive things he did in that match, man. Because like his spots were just awesome tonight.
Yeah, man. It was just like completely insane, y'all. Like it was just. It was great to see, like everybody, even Pride and Powerful, they had some spots on there. Somebody even brung out a Prince fucking logo.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Like somebody, and then someone even had a Minnesota Vikings helmet in the fucking front row. Like them people in the front row was giving me so much fucking life today. The signs, everything, like it was just crazy, dude.
Some dude in that crowd had like his sign game was on 10. Man.
Yeah, it was really. Yes.
Yeah, like that one, like a what would Coach think? Oh my god.
We gonna get to we gonna get to that one. That one was hilarious. I mean, even like Kenny had he was like, really? You gonna really bring that sign here? But we're gonna get to that in a second. But overall, yes, Inner Circle won tonight. So I think that they should actually wrap this part up. I
want American Top Team to stick around though. Man.
You think so?
I hopefully they start shit with somebody else or something like that. But I don't want Dan Lambert to go, man.
No, I don't think so. I think he's too valuable to leave.
Yeah, I don't want Dan Lambert to go anywhere, man. I want him to stay exactly where he's at. I want him to keep talking shit. I want to keep seeing him week after week. That guy's money right there, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Now, Eric, if you're still here. So right after the match, there was a special announcement.
Wasn't expecting this.
And no one expected this. So, the 12-time world champion came out, and this could have been anybody. Tell me why in the fuck it was Jay Lethal.
Jay fucking Lethal. Black Machismo himself.
I want y'all to just think about this real quick.
I marked out so hard, man.
We was like, wow, for 20 minutes. Jay motherfucking Lethal is in AEW. Could have went to the WWE, but this motherfucker went to AEW.
If you were Jay Lethal, wouldn't you go to AEW though?
Let me get to that.
Okay.
Jay motherfucking Lethal is in AEW.
That's a big fucking deal, man.
Ring of Honor is dead.
Yeah, they ain't
just want to let y'all know that. We can just cut the discussion right now about their punk ass hiatus. We can talk about that shit. Because guess what? Their top star went to AEW.
It's not a good look, man. Not for somebody who's planning on coming back.
This, everyone, was not expected. No one on the dirt sheets knew. No one knew.
Not even a whisper.
No one knew. That is how I know that AEW know what the fuck they're doing. They got surprises out the ass. And the crazy thing is, guess what? Y'all motherfuckers that don't like AEW, you can't say that this was a former WWE star.
Christian Rio says Jay Lethal is going to be the first black AEW world champion. Do you think he's going to make it there before Scorpio Sky?
Ooh, I don't. Ooh.
Who knows?
I really don't know how to answer that question. You really stumped me on it. You really stumped me on that question.
Scorpio Sky's been grinding in AEW for a minute, man.
Bro. I
think that'd be kind of bullshit. Jay Lethal came in and overlapped him like that.
Oh God, like Jay Lethal though. Jay Lethal is a prodigy. I mean, oh Lord, we're gonna have to revisit that question because, like, This nigga just stomped me. Like I can't really answer that question because I like Scorpio Sky and I like Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal coming
Scorpio deserves it more.
Yes, you're right. Because Scorpio been there since day one. But then at the end of the day, we're gonna talk about Jay Lethal, and I would love to see Jay Lethal and Scorpio Sky like intertwine with each other in some type of capacity. So, Jonathan Gresham coming, possibly. What you think?
What? Where do you see? Oh, I don't know. Actually, I mean, I could see his services being like in. I mean, I could see him going to AEW, but then like there'd be like obviously oversaturation always comes into play and stuff. We always think about that anytime AEW signs anybody. And
well, Jamie, I'm sorry, but I don't pay attention to Destination Pro Wrestling or anything like that. And
this was a total surprise for
me. Yeah, this was a total surprise for me. So yeah. I mean, I'm glad that you knew, but that just cuts the surprise. So I mean, I'm glad you knew and you didn't say anything. That was great because I was shocked.
Yeah. That was a surprise for me. I don't really follow DPW at all, like too much.
Right.
So
that's just,
that's cool that they broke the news. I mean, killed the surprise for some folks, but whatever.
Yeah. But either way, like I'm just glad that Jay Lethal is in AEW. So we are moving on to the main event.
The main event of the
evening. Yes. Kenny Omega versus Heyman Page. So I have to tip my hat to this one.
This was a great match.
That was a great match that did not disappoint at all. And then also, I'm glad that you made the observation of the colors.
Oh, yeah.
The tights.
Oh, yeah. Hangman was all decked out in gold, man.
Yeah. And then you can really tell from the promos that they were pushing Heyman Page to the fucking moon. We already kind of knew this. We've been speculating this shit for months, that they've been building up Heyman Page in the background and like building him up. Now, this is the problem with the fans out there. Y'all motherfuckers need to learn how to be patient.
Wait.
This is how you build a star in the background. Sometimes it don't have to be in your face.
And it felt so good to watch him too.
Bro.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I got the satisfaction that a new star has been born. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already knew that Heyman Page was going to be the face of the company.
100%.
Maybe it wasn't his time then because they had to build him up. They've been building him up for 3 years. The WWE can build somebody up in 3 seconds. Okay? And this is now no shade. This is plenty shade to the WWE because y'all sit there and always on Roman Reigns' nuts. But when we talk about building a fucking star, the WWE does not know how to do that. No. They did that shit in NXT. They was in prime position to build new stars.
NXT was a fucking star factor.
Oh my fucking God. Why the fuck would you re-ramp something that did not need to be re-ramped?
It ain't broke.
Don't fix it. What the fuck? And now, now they got younger stars that are great as shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody just went to AEW and now are bigger stars than they were when they was NXT. And that's fucked up.
We win.
So
Derek made the observation. Adam Page says thank you to Kenny Omega during the match. I seen that too after he pinned him. Kind of like went down, said something to him. I think that was a thank you.
Yes, I mean, and then too, Matt. Oh my God, I forgot his name already. The dude from the Young Bucks.
Oh, Matt Jackson.
What the fuck? Like, oh my God,
Jackson, like Michael.
I can't be that drunk. Okay. So the Young Bucks came out there and they were surrounding the ring. They were just going around the ring or whatever. And each time Heyman Page was outside, they were thinking, or they was like tempted to to come out there and just interfere in the match, and they didn't do shit.
Yeah, they gave Hangman their blessing.
They were like, do it. But
pick that buckshot.
But what is going to happen?
Oh yeah, Kevin's asking that right now. He's like, I got a question. So the Young Bucks didn't interfere. Is Kenny Omega going to be mad and turn on them?
I think this is going to actually. This is a great question because this is something that we was going to tackle. I think this is going to be the beginning of the end of for.
The Elite. It could be, man. It could be.
I think Adam Cole is going to be the catalyst.
That could be. I mean, I feel like that's spot on, honestly. Like Adam Cole coming in, he's got unfinished business with those guys, man.
Yes, and I think he is. I think when Kevin Owens
they killed him.
They killed him.
They
killed Wildcard. Yeah. So I think this is going to start the downward spiral of the Super Click. I think this is going. They're planting the seeds. The seeds were planted tonight. This was something I was not expecting to happen, but now we already seen that this is going to happen.
What happens after this, though? Do you think after the implosion of the Super Click that Adam realigns himself with Bobby Fish?
There's so many possibilities.
Undisputed Era?
There is so many possibilities, but I will say it depends on who comes to AEW next, because if Kevin Owens comes back.
Oh, God, dude.
If Kevin Owens come there in January.
Stop. Kevin Steen.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Kevin Steen comes back and goes to AEW and reunites with Adam Cole, dude, it will be explosive. Yeah, I mean, we're talking about Mount Rushmore versus the Elite. This is crazy. But that we'll talk about that in a later date.
Jamie asked, do you see O'Reilly going to AEW?
I see that.
I can see that.
I see that. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Matter of fact, like Jeremy just said, I believe that we will see a undisputed sighting in AEW. We already just seen a glimpse of it. We just need the other three.
I get sure as fuck see Roderick Strong go to AEW.
Yes, because I feel that pattern is ongoing. It's like, they're shifting over to AEW. Now, Eric said this before, not to cut you off, but Eric said this, that they got too much talent. You know what, Eric? You cannot have too much talent in one company. I'm going to tell you why. Because when one person goes down, you have to have the other person that you're building up takes their place. You have to have a surrounding cast. You have to have a supporting cast. That is how your company is going to flourish. The WWE did that back in the past. They stopped doing that because they got complacent. They got lazy. And that is why they are in the situation that they are in right now. Because if you look, who in the fuck is the face of the company and who is your supporting cast? We know who the face of the company is, but we don't know who the supporting cast is.
We had this conversation earlier. It's like,
yes, we did.
Like, what if Roman Reigns broke his leg tomorrow?
Who will replace him? I'll wait.
I can't think of anybody right now. Maybe Seth Rollins, but it's going to be the same old shit.
Again, back in the Attitude Era, you had Kurt Angle, you had Mankind, you had Kane, you had Edge, you had anybody that could fill that spot. WWE can't even have the top 5 that could cover that position.
You said Gilbert.
Do say Gilbert.
Dude,
shut your ass up.
Honestly, I'm not going to lie, though. Like, I pop for Gilbert way more than I pop for Goldberg. No apologies.
I mean, because
I get more excited to see Gilbert, man.
I mean, because Goldberg he ends people's careers, and not in a good way. I mean, in a sloppy fucking way, and then yet talk about he wants to be a superhero.
Look at Gilbert; he just puts people over, man. God bless Gilbert. Gilbert is the man. He just puts people over, man. He's not in it for himself, man. Gilbert definitely deserves more of a crowd reaction than Goldberg any day, in my opinion.
Did you hear that reaction when he was doing the Ross concert?
Dude, last time Gilbert showed up, like it was when like Goldberg was supposed to come out. Like they were like, and Goldberg is going to be here. I can't remember who was making the joke or whatever, but Gilbert came out and I was like, oh, I popped harder. I was like, oh yes.
Yes, Gilbert, I mean because Gilbert is more exciting than Goldberg. I mean Goldberg comes out and kicks people in the head and then say that yes, I'm a legend in his own mind. But Goldberg is just like I said, he's just like Booker T. You will always be a WCW guy, not a WWE guy.
I need him to stop bringing his dusty ass son to the ring too.
Yes, man, because no one really gives a fuck about him or his son. His son is fucking 24 fucking years old. If he really wants to know what Goldberg did back in the day, there's always the WWE Network.
Yeah, go on Peacock, bro.
Yes, go on the cock. Yes, go on the cock. But going back to this match. Heyman Page is your new AEW World Heavyweight Champion.
Well deserved.
Now, what's going to happen with Kenny Omega? Kenny Omega is going to he's going to be going away for a while. And he's probably not going to come back until probably next year. But like I said, once again,
it's only 2 months away now.
That's only 2 months. But I think it's going to probably be longer than that. I think it's going it'll probably be about 6 months.
He's got to come back for his rematch. Though.
Yeah, definitely. But the thing about it is that he got nagging injuries that he needs to address. Mm-hmm. Now, I know you asked me, what type of injuries it is. Now,
I don't know.
People have told me what it was, but I totally forgot what. I know it got something to do with his knees and probably a disc in his back that is dislocated. But like you said before, if he does have these injuries, we can't tell. We couldn't tell tonight because how he was flying around in that ring, like it was just crazy.
He's good at covering it up, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. And then also, I mean, he probably on steroids.
Cool. Oh, I hope not, man. I hope he's not.
I mean, I'm sorry. I did see the steroid case, y'all. By the way, we'll talk about that on #HealsForLife probably tomorrow. Yeah, we'll talk about that because, I did see the steroid case. And, wow, yeah, that's going to be something we really need to talk about. But
overall, great show, man.
Overall, really great show. And it is 12:05.
Yeah, I got to
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys come in for a little bit. You got to get on out here.
I'm bowing out, guys.
Yes, you got to get on out here.
I appreciate you having me, Chris.
No problem, bro.
Thank you for the hospitality.
No problem.
And the dirty rice, man. Oh God,
I told you, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for you, bro.
I'm gonna try my own recipe on that, man, and I'm gonna hit you up for tips, man.
Oh yes, most definitely, most definitely. No, Survivor Series is next week. Yeah, that is this. No. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still going to take y'all questions and all that.
It's just me bowing out, guys.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Yep, I'm out. Thank you very much, Heel Nation.
All right, I'm going to see him out, and I will be right back. If you guys want to come on, I'm about to put the link up, and then we will go ahead and have this conversation. So just give me a second. Copy. All right, y'all. Y'all can come on in.
Commercial break.
And this is a commercial break. Let me just go ahead and. I don't even know. Let's see. I think I got. I don't even know if I do got a commercial on here.
You got one of these little mini Segas, bro? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Damn, I do not have a commercial. Well, I'll be right back. Stay put, y'all. I'll be right back.
I'll be quick.
Oh, duh. Okay. All right. I ain't tripping. Pretty good, bro. I ain't tripping. I'm just like, what you talking about? Park in the back. I parked in front on the street. Oh, okay. Because I was like wondering, like, where is this car? Because I just seen him. Hopefully nobody hit it. What's this? All right, y'all. Excuse me. All right, we got some people on this bitch.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Yo. Hey, this way y'all know, if y'all didn't know, Boston Reed, former big man new NXT, is now wrestling in New Japan.
Wait, you said who?
Boston Reed, that was wrestling NXT, got released. He is wrestling in New Japan.
Oh wow.
Wondering when
I got to give you credit because you called Lethal and Ishii tonight. Because, like,
hey man, I was surprised about the Jay Lethal thing, but like I said, Ring of Honor was like they had all the wrestlers had nowhere to go, so your best bet is to go to AEW Impact. But the Ishii thing, I had a feeling he was coming. I had a feeling, and I'm going to watch him live for the first time. For the first time this week, so I'm excited, bro.
Like I say, you getting spoiled because not only that, then you get Guevara and Lethal for the TNT title.
Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me? Excuse me.
Yeah, we hear you, Chris.
Okay. All right.
Right now, I'm watching New Japan and Buddy Matthews. Buddy Matthews is
Hey, welcome, Corey. What's going on? Okay. So, all right. So, I don't want to have to mute you guys, but we can't have all of y'all talking all at once. Okay. So just make sure that y'all, you know what I'm saying, give each other a chance to talk. Okay. All right. So let's go around the room. Corey, since you just came in here, we're going to give you the floor. So what did you think about tonight's pay-per-view?
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I wasn't able to see the show, but the pay-per-view, but I got the results from your show, and from the build-up that I've seen from the shows that AEW has shown over Rampage and Dynamite. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised by Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised by that, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised by the talent's performance. I mean, we all expected. I mean, this is Full Gear. They're going to show off. They are going to show off. Every match threw down.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew that the storytelling for the main event for what's the name to get the heavyweight title was epic. The way the crowd chanted at Dynamite on their last contract signing, and the way that they said that they can't have no members of the elite there, but the cameraman attacked what's name from behind, and they built it up so epically, old school storytelling. You could tell right then and there that Hangman Page was going to win that title, and that's old school feeding, and that like warmed my heart. You can't get that kind of storytelling, in my opinion, from the WWE. And the new age what's names the new age like new age what's names independent stars like Jungle Express and Christian versus Super Elite. I could expect that storytelling to be bouncing out from everywhere, but that one had more of a, to me, had more of a nostalgic build to it. They were going how can I put it nicely? As you said, Chris, patiently going about it, because Hangman just had a baby, and they wasn't rushing it. They was not rushing it. They were selling it, going slowly, so everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. Wasn't nobody. Hey, hurry up, Hangman, get it, Hangman, so they can feed it. Wow, come on, isn't that? And he finally got yes type thing. And you don't get that type of feed from the crowd in the WWE anymore. And
Yeah, it was definitely a feel good moment, and that's just something that we forget to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that wrestling fans, we're lacking in the wrestling business right now, and AEW right now is like giving us something that we used to enjoy. So I definitely agree with you on that part. It's just they still got a lot of things that they need to improve on, but right now they're hitting all marks with me. So that's why that's why I love the company. I love the company. It's dope.
it's very dope with me. It's on very fire with me.
Mhm.
I love AEW. I love all wrestling. And when Jay Lethal showed up, I was like, I didn't mark out that much, but I did mark out. I'm not gonna say I didn't mark out, because I definitely marked out. I didn't know
Mhm.
where he was gonna go. I didn't know where he was gonna go, because I kind of thought he was gonna go to Impact.
Mm.
I thought he was gonna go to Impact, but he hit AEW and caught people by surprise. So it makes me wonder, what's he going to do, or what impact, no pun intended, is he going to have on AEW?
It really all depends on what his contract entails. He says that he's all elite, but he could like I said, I don't know Could he go to New Japan? Could he still do independent scenes? Like I say, I don't know. But for him to come to AEW, and this was like a complete shock. It really, this AEW is really on a totally different level right now, especially with Jay Lethal, in AEW now. It's just like I said, like I'm just like, whoa. I didn't expect that shit to happen. So
agreed.
So
And
thank you so much, Corey, for your comments. All right. Reese, you are up. Go ahead.
Damn, all I gotta say was Full Gear definitely lived up to its hype. First and foremost, congratulations, Hangman. It has been a long time coming, but it was definitely well worth the wait. And AEW really played his story out correctly. And that intro that he had coming into tonight, where you see him riding the horse out on the street, and they're showing like all the failures, like all throughout. That was just the icing on the cake to like let him know that, hey, this the story within the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was a great touch on that one. Yeah, props to Kenny going nearly a full year as AEW champion. Then, like I said, to also have his commitments with AAA as the mega champ, and of course for a brief while being Impact champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, he definitely made 2021 his year.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to both of them on that. And hell, even the part where the Young Bucks came out near the end, and actually, Nolly, because I knew Tune, I knew you and you brought this up to me earlier, and then Excalibur wound up bringing it up to me about how Hangman asked the Bucks to be there for the match with Jericho, and they weren't. But then they're out here tonight, and they're giving the subtle nods, like, "Go for it." And man, that subtlety was such a key. Was like such a key moment, because now it's like, man, when you put it all together, it was like you really make the moment stand out, because you take these things that, okay, some things were like hard evidence, and then you throw in the little subtleties, you put it all together,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like now it's all logical.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely came in the full circle, basically.
Yeah. Also, Jay Lethal coming out, and I had to admit that was definitely a mind blower right there. And on top of that, he's making his debut against Sammy for the TNT title.
That part.
Yeah. But you know what? And I kind of got mixed feelings on this one, because I was like, I'm loving Sammy as TNT champion. I know, like, he's still in the early stages of his run, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, you got Lethal coming in on his debut, and it's like, to me, that moment was like, AJ is X Division champion, and all of a sudden he has an open challenge, and then Jeff Hardy, fresh off of his first WWE run, winds up being this mystery challenger, and I was like, oh man, Lethal and Sammy this Wednesday night, that's gonna tear it up right there. And to address the question asked earlier, would Lethal become the first black AEW champion over Scorpio Sky? I could see it. Personally, I would rather it be Scorpio since he was there from Jump Street. But at the same time, when y'all didn't pull the trigger by at least letting him beat Darby for the TNT title, which I felt they should have saved that match for a little bit later. But yeah, then you kind of let Scorpio spiral downward a little bit. And so, Lucha Bros, FTR, yeah. Chris, you frequently say it, and Ray Phoenix, like, he keeps backing you up every time. Like, that dude comes up with some of the coldest shit I think, like, I've ever seen out of any luchador ever.
So fucking cold, dude. Like, he is he is the Rey Mysterio of 2021, but just times 2.
That part. Yeah, like some of the stuff he does, like, yeah, I don't think video game creators would ever thought of that type of stuff he do, but like Ray brings it to life though.
Not with that type of moveset, no.
And then of course FTR got to give them their props is like I gotta admit, like, even though there were some spots that were kind of off, they make great foils for the Lucha Bros in the sense of you got the technical heels, but then we got the high flying baby faces. It makes her a great contrast to styles in it.
Right.
Yeah, Men of the Year, Street Fight. I have to say, Dan Lambert is, I have to admit, for a non-wrestler, he makes a better heel than perhaps easily 85% of it, because the guy just knows how to do it. It is like second nature to him. And I would tell you this, probably next to MJF, I would say he's AEW's best heel. Or actually, no, because I also got to throw Callis in there too. So maybe Dan may be third on the list. And I appreciate, speaking of storytelling, I didn't even realize this until I'd seen a post somewhere. But I didn't realize today was the day Eddie Guerrero died. And then I also forgot about the fact that he died in Minneapolis. And I thought it was all too fitting that Jericho would win the match with Frog Splash. And to kind of do the whole HBK, the Ric Flair thing is like, I love you, Eddie. It's just looking up after the match was over. Yeah, I thought that was a nice touch for Jericho's side. Let's see what else. The women's match. This one I thought, like, Ty Conti really showed out in this one, and like the beginning of it was slow, but like when it got to the comeback, I think that's when she really delivered on this one. And even though we all knew DMD was going to wind up winning, I was like, I knew Conti had a couple of shots where she could really tell that she was possibly going to come out and win it. So I dug that one. Punk and Kingston. Damn. Oh, I said that Minneapolis' doctors are probably going to get rich off of this match, and yep, they did. And I didn't even see how Punk got busted open, but he did. And yeah, I loved like how they both did the the double fuck you, like when Punk was trying to pull a really, really bad John Cena impression. Like, yeah, I'll skip that. But them two definitely going at it some more. Yeah, because well, Kingston was like, man, get your fucking hand out of my face, and I ain't trying to shake your hand. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some more between that one. MJF, Darby Allin, of course, the pillars were definitely shown in that one. And, I done forgot about that because MJF ain't wore them damn rings in so long. I was like, I forgot that Dynamite Diamond was still in play. And it was like, he definitely knows how to draw his heat because I was like, hey, Darby, I'll just like beat you with a side headlock. There's like, hey, MJF lived up to his word, and he beat him with a side headlock. And also, speaking of matches where I said the Doctors of Minneapolis would get rich, Danielson and Miro, and they definitely laid into each other in that match. What I thought, like, even though I knew like Miro's leg was gonna be an issue or whatever, but when he locked in that game over, I thought, man, he's gonna pull it off. But that's the thing, though. Danielson, we forget about his escapability because the dude knows his Mitch wrestling like that. And although I do gotta admit that DDT was kind of botched or whatever, but it was like, he still delivered it good enough that. And then to transition it right to the guillotine for the win, I was like, that was a good spot. Let's see, mini match. I gotta say, like, Pac and Pac and Cody's that match. Yeah, I thought like the match had a decent length. My issue with it, I think they did the dissension stuff a little too much because I was like, we know Pac and Cody don't like each other, but you don't have to overdo it. And speaking of Cody, just to echo what everybody else is saying, they really do not like this dude at all. Like, truthfully, it's just like I called him tonight. He's Hollywood Cody Rhodes. Him. Because he been chilling like with Rhodes to the top, go big, and he's doing all the media stuff, but at the same time, it's like, dude, when you're walking out, Arn Anderson's in his friggin' hometown, but yet the crowd can't really give the reaction that they want because you're with them. But overall, man, top to bottom, Full Gear definitely was a hell of a show, and man, I cannot wait to see what we got in store for Dynamite on Wednesday.
Cool. All right. Antonio, you're up.
Ooh, where I begin? Let's start off with the buy-in. I mean, usually the kickoff of match, they just get the crowd hyped. Buy-in match out the hype. Thunder Rosa, I said Thunder Rosa is probably the only person honestly that could beat Britt Baker that title. It'd be the right choice. But it was a good match. Not no botch. Good 20 minute match. But the start of the show, I think they started off with their two one guys, Darby and MJF, before the MJF actually showed some other skills that I think he had. I mean, he was doing some food stuff, doing some technical stuff, bridging. Like it was like he was really out wrestling Darby. Like he and Darby. So and the storytelling like this, yeah, you beat Jungle Boy, yeah, you beat anybody. It's gonna take a hard, and it had to go to some cheating, of course, MJF, but it still was a good match. Good storytelling, like these are the of AEW. Like when the veterans go down, we do guys that's gonna bring the title to the pillar. I'm just gonna skip to the matches. I mean, like the first 4 matches, the edge of my seat. The first match, all right, y'all followed it. The second match was the tag title match. I like, the Lucha Bros gonna follow that. And of course, Ray Phoenix, you get him the hot tag. There's certain people give him a hot tag like Nick Jackson and Phoenix. And when you give him that tag, get ready for a show. Phoenix is, like you said, the Rey Mysterio of this generation. But I gotta say this: he is possibly better than Rey Mysterio. He possibly better. I mean, he doing stuff that I don't think I ever even think about doing. I mean, walking on the ropes and kicking your head off while you doing it. Oh, I can't remember all the moves he did because I was like, I think I dropped a drink. Like, did he just do that? What the fuck? I just had to question myself after everything he did. But I'm gonna say the FTR probably got a rematch coming to him because they pinned the wrong guy, and then Telly will use that for example. Like, they pinned the wrong guy, we deserve a rematch. So I would love to see a rematch. We'll talk to the match. I really wanted to see Eddie Kingston, Punk. I said it before. This was Punk's toughest match. He needs someone to bring out real CM. I'm talking about the CM Punk that if you think the best in the world, you really gotta prove it. And I think Eddie Kingston brought the best in the world. CM Punk came out with his old, almost like the little shorts he had on. I had a little, the short Punk on his side. But CM Punk brawl. He didn't wrestle brawl, and it started off. The bell didn't ring, and he got the back fist from AK, and it started off. Man, I think he got cut when Eddie threw his head to the turnbuckle. I think outside, and that's when he got busted up. But I think that match was like 10, but every minute that excellently pulled off. Like, it didn't have much motion. It only had, and to have a promo that match, it did a good job of what they had to do. 15 years hatred, that's all they needed. And it showed. Jay Lethal. I'm right now. He came out in my music. If you pay it there. So we might get a little Black Wednesday. Hopefully, we might, or we're gonna get Jay Lethal the franchise in the Ring of Honor. And if this don't prove that Ring of Honor is not, it's done. It's done. You got your franchise player wrestling in the hottest right now in the wrestling all over the world. This is the hottest company. I think it's a sign that Ring of Honor, when you got Jay on TV with it on. Speaking of we said something about Eddie Guerrero. I do remember that this was the death. I do remember it was little, but what made it even more special, I think Chris, you said earlier, That's not the only bad thing that happened to Minnesota. That's the place he got fired from WWE. He was over in the hotel and had to take him to rehab. WWE fired him. And that's when he went to the East and career back. And so it's Minnesota is like Eddie Guerrero's his career, his life, Minnesota, from he got rehab into his death. And what AEW did tonight, I think almost every match has something. It did something of Eddie Guerrero, Three Amigos, or the Frog Splash. Someone did something to remember Eddie Guerrero match. I think almost every match. And I think that was a beautiful thing. They didn't have to say much. Everybody knew what's going on. So I think that was a beautiful thing. Hangman Page. Talk about the best long-term story I probably have seen in a long time. 3 years. 3 years. Now we're gonna before Double Nut. We talking all in. All in. He was in a crazy match with Joey Janela. Like, yo, he could hardcore match. I think this is gonna be the future. He had it set from the base of the company. And the story that he was building, once he failed, and once he feel like he didn't have nobody on his side, and the drinking, the tag team with Kenny, and he didn't be with the Elite Four and all this stuff. And Dark Order. I swear it was my best storytelling. They said AEW do storytelling. Bullshit. That was best storytelling in wrestling in a long. It took 3 years. And, how they ended the match is pretty much how they story. But the company side, they said no. When they came to ringside, I was like, oh, they about to get here. And Nick looked at him, did the first buckshot. Second shot, he looked at Matt, and I was like, oh shit, I think they just gave him for him. But the match, I was like, yo, this is good. But now, what's gonna happen? Kenny saw that, and when Kenny do see it, how he gonna feel about it? Like, y'all put with me, we are the elite. Y'all give a nod my opponent, and you got all this. Start something with Adam Cole on Wednesday with him and Bobby. I mean, you got this is the wordplay that matters. So he said, "There's nothing disputed about this. This is our like oh shit, they already planted the seed for if Kyle O'Reilly or if Kevin comes to the show. Adam Cole got there. He remembers everything. He haven't forgotten. So they plan to see for something that happens. Adam Cole, maybe we don't know. Adam Cole go against the Elite. Hey, what side would the Young Bucks they rush for, or Omega? See? So I like what they. But the whole pay-per-view was good. Right match. Cody and Black and Andrade. I was getting a little confused with it. Andrade and Black was cool. They was more comfortable, but they were attention too. Like what's going on here? They y'all trying I think they're trying to turn Black. I was getting missed. And then the ending of that match, I forgot that MJF paid off the FTR for 2 weeks. I guess that's the excuse. So I didn't get it. I was using that match, but everything else is entertaining at my eye, on the TV, like who's coming, great. What's gonna happen for the who's challenge Britt Baker next? Who's gonna challenge? Who's gonna be the first person challenge for the tag team titles? When's Brian Danielson gonna get their match now?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know because Brian is on contender. And what's gonna happen with Miro? Because now you failed your God again. So where's this story gonna go?
Mm-hmm.
So I like what AEW doing next. Like I said earlier, they got me confused because they got unprepared next week. Like there's no story, there's nothing to look forward to except for Roman.
Hey! Not to cut you off, but yeah, there's some clicking on your part, I believe.
On my part?
Yeah, because
oh no,
I'm hearing it too. Yeah, it's some clicking. I don't know if you're lagging. Yeah.
Well, y'all can hear me though, right?
I can hear you, but there's a lot of clicking.
Oh no, let me see something. Oh, that's because I have my TV on.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, now it's back on. I'm watching New Japan right now, so I'm doing this and watching New Japan.
Yeah, that clicking is still.
I'm done though. Good show.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Oh, let me see something. Hold on. Hang on. Oh, okay. Continue. Go ahead.
Okay. Was it me or you?
No, it wasn't you.
Oh, okay.
That was Corey.
Okay. Well, I mean the pay-per-view itself was awesome. Like I said earlier, is it gonna be better than All Out? I don't really think it had to be better than All Out. It's AEW. They haven't disappoint. And like I said, they always give you that good show and then what's next factor. Like, can't wait to see Dynamite. Like, and you, it's a couple shows on the other company when you say, oh, okay, it's gonna be the same Raw, it's gonna be the same SmackDown. AEW, like, all right, what's next? And we see what's next. They already told us, like, they got New Japan Ishii coming to Dynamite. They got Jay Lethal against Sammy Guevara for the TNT title.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know what the fallout with Kenny now. You the former champion. What's gonna happen? What
new feuds, new storylines, resets,
or continuations or something like something got passed on or something. I'm digging this, So, yeah, I can't wait. And like I said, and I told y'all, I think I screamed to the roof that I'm going to my first AEW show this week, and I'm gonna get spoiled to see ECE here in America in AEW, and now I get to see Jay Lethal in the AEW ring. So, I mean, AEW's hitting all cylinders right now. If they do got something to fix, I think they'll find it, and I think they'll fix it. But the only thing I really want to know is what is going on with this Cody Rhodes thing, because the boos are getting louder every week.
Yeah, they are.
They get every week. So I don't even think that it matters if he turns. Like, dude, either you turn in Hollywood or you turn to the AEW version of Triple H, where I mean, he does help out some people, but at the end of the day, you get the victories. So I don't know if they're gonna answer that, because it looked like to me, if you really pay attention to it, it looked like Cody might turn heel, because he was not digging in that tag team match. Like he was not there for the tag when Pac wanted to tag him. Then he asked for the doctor's help, and like what the hell is he doing? Now you don't want to tag in when he want to tag in, but when you tag him wherever you want to, and it might start a little feud between him and Pac. Never know. But I mean, that's all I gotta say about tonight. It was awesome. It was an awesome pay-per-view.
Hey,
awesome.
Cody got that X-Pac heat though, for real.
You know what? I would say that. I would say that, bro, but I don't think nothing can go near X-Pac heat. Nothing.
Yeah, so William, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, about Kenny Omega will disappear from the from the elite and even from the BTE, so he can rest, recover from his injuries because he has nagging injuries that we also knew about.
Mhm.
But like I said, they have so much talent in AEW that will not become a problem. I'll miss Kenny Omega, but it's not like I need him to stay here because you know what I'm saying. That man has been wrestling for 3 years straight, no days off, and I love him for it. Like he is one of my most favorite wrestlers in AEW because his work ethic is just extraordinary.
Mhm.
And you know, one of the good things about him having this time off now is that he can work behind the scenes a little bit more as an executive. So that way, when he gets his batteries recharged, he's like, okay, he can see who's working in the company and how, like, what parts they still need to strengthen. So it's like that way, yeah, he can wind up contributing even more than he has without being an in-ring presence full time.
That's very, very true.
Like you know what, and like you said, he been wrestling straight 3 years. Not to mention he been wrestling not just for AEW. He been wrestling Impact. He been wrestling in Mexico.
That's my point.
And like we knew the injuries. I even point that out. Like yeah, if he lose this, he need to go rest because man, you did all you could do, especially your title reign. I mean, if they could give Mox his time off, get himself together, I think Kenny, you need to get yourself together physically, and if it's mentally, you did enough for us. And like you said, Chris, they are stacked. Like they got somebody.
They are officially stacked. Yes.
Stacked. I mean, they got the day ones. They got their guys. They got star power. They got their homegrown stars. They got people getting up ranks.
And that's what I'm saying. They're good. They're good.
Can he just go rest and relax and sit back and look at what you helped build? Like you one of the bricks that helped build this AEW building up to where it's at. Relax, man.
And did a damn good job.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And yeah, now it's time for him to rest.
I mean, look how good AEW got, man. Y'all brought CM Punk out of retirement. You mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you did that and then brought that same night, or that no, not that same night, but then about what was that at All Out? Then you bring in 2 additional like men with star power, a mix, like incredible star power. I can't even talk. Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan, that's crazy.
I mean, y'all built it up. Y'all got the name recognition. Y'all got the star power. Your roster is talented as hell. So, not saying you like disappear and no one gonna remember you, but you need this rest.
Mm-hmm.
And with this rest, you might come back better than ever, and that's a scary thing because if Kenny giving you good damn matches, and he's the number 1 wrestler in the world hurt. Can you imagine a healthy Kenny Omega? And what he could do healthy? I mean,
Best Bout Machine Part 2.
Right. He deserved. Let him get this rest, and let's see what Heyman could do for doing his title reign. Your first test, Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson, another one that been working his ass off. I mean, I think Bryan Danielson in AEW had more matches than he had in WWE for a year. Maybe if I'm not mistaken. So he worked his ass off. He's been giving out matches. So this would be a good test for Hangman for his first title defense, probably, and probably be next month. The December show, maybe. I don't know the schedule, but you got Hangman, you got CM Punk, you got Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston's fan reception he getting is up there with anybody else in the roster.
Oh, definitely.
So
Jungle Boy after that false count anywhere match.
Jungle Boy, Darby Allin, MJF could get back in the entire picture. Since he the heel and Hangman's the face, you got your heel lineup is the key of all this. You got the face as champion. You need some dominated power heel factors to come at your belt. Someone that you would think that he can take the belt here and there, and they got massive heels to work with Hangman.
Mm-hmm.
So we just gotta see how he do. This is all we've been waiting for 3 years. Now he got it, and you know how wrestlers is. We wait for something. We really enjoy the chase of the goal, and then when they get that title, sometimes they don't live up to it, and sometimes they do. It's Hangman's. So I think Hangman's the fourth ever AEW champion.
I believe so. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let's see what he got the ball. Let's see what he can do with it.
Definitely. Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for coming on here. It is 12:53. Now, #Heels for Life Wrestling Podcast, episode 165, may or may not air tomorrow. We gotta pretty much see. We probably will do a recap of tonight's episode for All Elite Wrestling Full Gear pay-per-view. So, fellas, thank you guys so much. Everybody that's in Heel Nation, everyone, thank you for participating. I'm your host, Mr. Team Bring It, and we will see you possibly tomorrow night. Good night, everybody. Peace.
Hey, guys.
Good night.